Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Oyasumi Punpun. We are beginning Omnibus Volume 6, and the cover is a sort of yellowish sepia tone with a horned Punpun, which is new and interesting. Good night, Punpun, Inyo Asano. Before we go ahead and get into it, I need to mention something that's going on with me inside my brain, and it's going to be really important to mention because I don't know if it's going to affect the reaction. I think it might. Here's the deal. This is a little bit embarrassing to admit because it's weird, but I took LSD last weekend. That is the way that it is. I took it. It was actually fantastic and extremely useful for putting a few things in my life in order in a way that they haven't been, and super duper useful. However, I'm experiencing a slight side effect, and that side effect, it's the first time I've ever experienced anything quite like it. When I look at text and read it, there's a little bit of a disconnect between what the text says and like embedding itself in my brain and me actually parsing and understanding it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I've spent a couple of times in the last couple of days, like I'll read a paragraph and I'll know that I've read every word of it, and it just doesn't go into my brain. So we'll see if that ends up being a problem as we go through Oyasumi Punpun. It very well might be, and I might not be able to parse a manga right now, and it might just be a couple of days before my brain works properly. If that's the case, I'm going to be honest about it, and I'm going to tell you. But I still want to try because, God, I want to read Punpun. It's really good and it's really useful. And, I mean, an immense amount of what I ended up thinking about while I was actually on the substance had to do with stuff that I was incorporating from Punpun. And so I'd love to get back into it, and I'd love to read some more. But there is a barrier inside my brain against text right now. And I don't know if it's gonna go away as we warm up and start talking. I just don't know. Let's find out by diving into Volume 6 of Punpun. So where are we? Aiko and Punpun have reconnected. They slept together, and they made a decision. The decision to go far, far away and live together. And they've actually gone ahead and done it. No looking back. The two of them have gotten into a taxi cab and driven past both the waiting Sachi, who's waiting for Punpun to join her to take her to the abortion clinic, and who tells him in no uncertain terms that she doesn't need his help, but I don't know if she does. As well as driving past the young version of Aiko, who has been waiting there on that street corner this whole time in some ways. Fascinating. So away our characters go from everything they've known and loved, leaving this city to its own devices and to the takeover of Pegasus and his weird fuckers. Okay, that's where we're at. Good night, Punpun Omnibus Volume 6, page 1. Good night, Punpun, part 11. Hi, Aiko. That's a very pretty Aiko. In a weird angle, but very pretty. I like it. Why is this in, this is, what, Farsi? Could be. I actually don't know. I have no idea what language this is. Okay, well, that's not my brain being funky. This is just text in a different language. I hope that the whole thing isn't in... Okay. Something will be a hit, and she will be my bride. I hope that they get better. Who? My prediction will come true. I hope Mom and Dad stop fighting. Oof. Hope everybody is happy. I wish that my parents get enough money. Okay. Cool. What is this festival? Festival Wishes Bamboo Tanabata. Wow, the floating Daruma. Okay, so we've had that before. What does it mean? I forget if it means anything. Wow. Komike! Hey, we got some cosplayers and the insane crowds of photographers, of course. Nya-chan, I have to get a picture. Okay, I'm done. What the fuck? Those are full skyscrapers just getting vaporized by a falling Daruma? What the? Okay. Chupet, can you sense the future too? This is what will happen just 1 month from now. Even with my ultimate mastery of the ultimate gigolo theory, I can't hear the future after that moment. It's easy to understand what that means, but that's not really the problem. The more immediate problem is the black mark. A single black mark is obstructing the pure prayers of the lovers and the chaotic power of we, the Z warriors. So I'm going. There's no time. I'm counting on you. Very soon I'm going to need help from your so-called poop god. Full speed ahead! Move into formula mode! Sally forth! Okay. I mean, I think I was able to parse all of that text. It does make my brain feel weird. I hate this. I'll tell you, this is the scariest feeling that I've ever had. It's really terrifying. So I'm sorry that it must seem weird from your perspective, but believe me, as somebody who has puts a lot of stock in their verbal and linguistic skills, having them gone is like the scariest thing that I've ever experienced. And it's really good that they're coming back slowly, but it is scary and it makes me want to stay the hell away from the drug for a long time. Anyway, Sally forth! My mom, she's a little difficult. Is this Aiko talking? Sorry, I don't mean to alarm you, but the thought of trying to persuade her scares me a little. How do I look? You look beautiful. It's strange. I'm scared, but I can't stop smiling. I keep thinking of all these things I want to do, just like when we were kids. Opportunity knocks, huh? Punpun, if we're together, then even something as simple as hanging out at home will be amazing. I want to buy lots of spices and really learn to cook. We can walk to the local supermarket together in the afternoons. Oh, and I've always wanted a dog, though we'll need to find a place that allows pets. Punpun, would you rather have a Shiba or a Chihuahua? Okay, so this feels very honeymoony to me. This is some scary shit. I don't know why exactly. But something about this overwhelming positivity of I'm finally free, we can do anything we want. This doesn't last long. This feels like a short-lived sort of energy, you know? Dreaming of our life together and everything that we can have and everything that will be, and everything will be so good and so great forever, and nothing could go wrong, and it will be wonderful, and nothing could get in our way. That's, I think, the kind of mentality that falls apart if the relationship hits a bump. But I don't know. Okay. Hug. She is such an idiot. I adore you so much. I want to bite off your tongue and kill you. Ugh. And then Punpun is operating on this dual level of love and hatred for her. It's all sort of confused together. Interesting. Huff, 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 huff. Don't worry about that now. You just do what you want. No matter what happens, I'll protect you. Okay. This is my house. And I, almost certainly a bigger idiot, should have had a quickie vasectomy. Hi, Mom. I'm home. Okay, this is my house, and I, almost certainly a bigger idiot, should have had a quickie vasectomy? Why? He's worried about... Okay, interesting. Mom? Headphones off. The one finger still resting on the door. Who's that behind you? What are you doing in my school uniform? Wait. Oh, shit. Yeah, her mom is in her school uniform. What the fuck? What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be at work? Mom, I'm leaving. I'm going to live with him. Oh, sure. Fine. As long as you're okay abandoning your crippled mother. I'll still send you money, of course. Try to take care of yourself. So, massive guilt trip. Sure, fine, leave me. Destroy me, yes. Great, just hurt me, fine. Save yourself, whatever. I don't matter. See this layered guilt inside of her. I'll still send you money, of course. Try to take care of yourself. But she She needs to get out. Don't just stand there. Come here. Yes, you in the back. Let's sit down and talk about this. I'll go make some tea. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I'll need to do this by myself from now on. And this is part of the guilt trip, is watching her struggle to go and make the tea, right? Ew. What? Wow. I don't know what this frame or scene is. I genuinely have no idea. It's okay. I'll hold it together. She makes the tea. So, where did you two meet? Haven't I told you to give me a report on who you see every day? We've known each other for a long time, but we ran into each other again at driving school. Hey. Go away, phone. You expect me to believe that? You chose that driving school specifically because you didn't want to run into anyone you knew. Don't lie to me. Just tell me the truth. I'm not angry. I'm not lying. It is the truth. Okay, so we start to see the dynamic here. The mother is always right. Aiko can never be right. Mother knows everything. And anything that Aiko says that's not what mother knows is wrong and lying and worthy of punishment. I'm not lying. It is the truth. You've always been a liar. Wow. Okay, so there we go. Anytime that a relationship-based conversation starts with you always blank, 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 bad phrasing. Don't do that. Just don't do that. It's like, this is one of the simplest things that you find out in relationship counseling. You always blank is just false. It creates a false argument, and they can't argue against it, and you know it, and it's wrong. It destroys conversations. When you blank, I feel blank is the phrasing that you should use. It's really simple. Most people are kind of like aware of this, and almost nobody actually puts it into practice. You hear it all the time. You never think about me. You never take the trash out. You always leave your shit lying around. You're always leaving shit for me to clean up. You're always treating me like blah, blah, blah. No, not how it goes. It goes, when I see that the trash is full, I feel like everyone in this house expects me to do it. And that makes me feel like I'm not valued. Done. When you leave your shit lying all over the house, it makes me feel like nobody cleans up after themselves and everybody thinks that there's just a slave who lives here who will take care of them. These are the ways to phrase those things so that you can get your emotional context out and explain to somebody why it's not, they're not inherently wrong all the time, but if they were to do this thing, it would make you feel less of this other thing. That's a great way to phrase things. Okay. You've always been a liar. When was it? You were 7 or 8. You peed yourself and hid your panties in your pencil case. I was a kid. Okay, there's another thing, is bringing up the past. Let dead arguments, dead problems lie. Bringing up embarrassing things just to hurt somebody because you want to get your way? Hurtful. It's just hurtful. So bringing up an example of Aiko when she's 7 or 8 in front of somebody that you know she cares about, like, this is so intentional, right? It's just to hurt her. It's just to embarrass her. I was a kid. And 2 years ago, you said you got accepted to some useless manga magazine. You were just going to get used by some good-for-nothing. If I hadn't stopped you, who knows what would have happened to you. I really did get accepted. Thumph! The issue isn't whether you were accepted or not. The issue is that you're just not aware. Physical violence. Ow! Ow! You've never been able to do things everyone else can. You've never been able to do anything. If you're just going to cause problems for people, you're better off staying home with your mouth shut, doing what I say. Mom. How can you believe in whatever that is, but you can't believe in me? You have it all wrong, Aiko. You are truly precious to me. But the last thing you can believe in is your family, right? Even I know that. Oh, man. So twisted. So twisted. This poor woman. I mean, I feel empathy for this horrifying person now. Because the last thing you can believe in is your family, right? That indicates so much about her own family. This lack of trust, lack of capacity for it. poor thing. But that does not justify carrying on the same violence toward your daughter. You are truly precious to me. Brutal. Brutal. What a face. Fine, do what you want. I never said you couldn't leave. I guess you'll find out the hard way how much you rely on me. Going off with this useless guy. You, what's your name? What do you do? College student? Don't say anything. You never know how she'll use it against you later. Bingo. Yeah, absolutely. So this is something that's here, is that Punpun hasn't done anything to stand up for her in any way, shape, or form at this point. And that may or may not be a good thing. I don't know. I don't know what Aiko wants in this situation, and neither does Punpun. I would not be able to stand to sit idly by while I watched this happen. Just straight up, I wouldn't. And I mean, I know that because I get involved in arguments that I should not get involved in between family members who live here, and I know that I shouldn't get involved in them, but sometimes people are fucking crazy, and I'm just watching two people hurt each other, and it's like, guys, no. This isn't what it's about. Don't say anything. You never know how she'll use it against you later. Ooh, yep. Yeah, I mean, that's also, I mean, it's reminiscent of my own path with my father, where arguing ceases to become useful because you can't be right. You cannot be right. You cannot be correct. Whatever you say, it is not correct. You are stupid. You can't know the right answer because you've only been on this planet for XYZ years. And so you say nothing and you just wait. You just sit there and wait. And the lecture goes and the yelling goes and it calms out and you wait and you wait and you dissociate and you wait. You sit in silence and you take it and you wait. Fuck. Wait. Don't talk about me like I'm sick or something. You are, though. Everyone but me is sick. I'm the only sane one. It's not me, it's everyone else. This is absurd. There's no point trying to reason with her. Let's go. You're going to abandon your mother? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and good thing, too. I don't want a family anymore. I'll decide what I believe in. He made me realize that. She pulls a knife. Gross, so gross! She cut her across the back, yeah. Punpun pulled her away. Oh. Punpun has never faced down death like this before. Or insanity. Hey. Why aren't you wearing what you had on this morning? What? I've always hated the stupid part of you. Raises the knife. Wait, Mom! Wait. Why? I'm sorry. Eyes. I think I've been waiting. I'm sorry. For this moment. Good morning, Punpun. Good morning, Punpun. He tackles her. Okay, but is he too late? Did she stab Aiko in the side? Oof, God, The statue. He's gonna bash her fucking head in. Thump, thump, thump. Ah, ah, oh, oomph, yeah, oh. Get scissors. Hands around her throat. Die. And we see him as human in this moment. Huh. This is not where I thought this story was going. Oh my fucking god. I expect a Punpun no stop, but I don't know. I do it and may do it, but it is not necessary to do it. Something you must sometime do it. Aiko. It's okay now. And we have a shift to a new Punpun. The horned devil on the cover. Oh my god. I've been waiting for this moment. Good morning, Punpun. Your conscience returns and forces you into action. And Punpun has killed. To save, to protect. He did the thing, but now he's ruined. It might have ruined her too. I don't know if she can forgive him for this. I know that's crazy because he was doing it to protect her, but you understand what I mean? He killed her mother in front of her. To save her, yes, but... Huh! Huh! Asana's art is crazy. The focus on the eyes and the bloody teeth and... God, fuck. And I go in the corner holding her guts in, watching this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's okay now. It wasn't clear how much time had passed. Several seconds? A few minutes? Punpun realized the sound of the rain beating on the roof was echoing through the dark room. She stabbed him in the fucking leg with a scissor. Jesus. He didn't even notice. Adrenaline will do that, huh? Aiko. Come here. Mrs. Tanaka, delivery! I'll get it. Pulls the scissors out, washes his hands. Calm, quiet, collected. A devil in the shape of a man, a monster, restrained. I really resonate with this. This cold that he shows. I really resonate with this. This is how I get when I'm in a crisis. Now, I mean, not murderous and stuff. I've never been in a situation where I had to kill someone in order to save someone else. Thank God. But in crisis, I get really calm. I know some people get panicky and, like, don't know what to do. But in crisis, I get really calm. It's the sort of thing that makes me wonder if, like, if my real calling should be as, like, a paramedic or something. I know that seems sort of silly, but some people can't do that. Can't be calm and cold in difficult situations. I don't know if it's something to envy, but I resonate with the way that Punpun acts here. All is fine. Like, he's still running on adrenaline, right? But it's straight. It's level. It's just right. I have to wonder if Asana's been in a not this situation, but a hellish situation, and experienced this firsthand. I don't know. Have you? Have you ever experienced a like true emergency situation? What happened? How did you act? How did you respond? Who did you become in that moment? Because I think you become, in part, like your real self when something goes horribly wrong and like and immediate action is required. I think you do. I remember we had a scare. It was months ago. We had a bunch of people over on a Friday night. I think we were doing a movie night or something, and our neighbors are up there in years, but they come and they hang out sometimes. And our male neighbor came over, and he took like one little puff of a joint, a marijuana cigarette, and turns out he hadn't eaten anything for a while. So he sort of like half stood up and then went wobbly in the eyes and full collapsed backward. And everyone flipped. Everyone started freaking out. Like, freaking the hell out. Like, oh my god, what do we... Panic. And within a couple of seconds of seeing that he was... You know, he just fainted. It's like, oh, this guy just went unconscious. I had my phone out and I was on the phone with 911. Just like... immediately. Hi, what's your emergency? I'm here with a friend. He's passed out. He just collapsed. And as I'm telling them this, his eyes start fluttering and he starts coming back and everything is fine. But in that moment, I realized that out of our group, we had maybe like 10 or 12 people there. Nobody had their phone out. Nobody was calling emergency services. Nobody was ready or capable of action. It was a shocking moment to me. It was like, oh, not everyone does this. Not everyone goes into this calm. People are panicking, like, what do we do? Not everyone does this. It's useful. I mean, it's evolutionarily useful, right? It's a survival instinct. And here it is, and Punpun survives. And he saves his woman, too. That's part of what it's for, right? Cold and compassionless, eliminate the threat. Save those who are close to you. Okay. This is Tanaka, delivery. Sign here. Where's the lady who's always here? She went out. There probably wasn't any need to be overly polite to the delivery man. Thought I was calm, but maybe I'm surprisingly agitated, Punpun considered. Yeah. It's fake. That's the other thing about that calm. It's not real calm. Like, your heart is pounding, your adrenaline is running, and you're fucking on. But you feel cold. So cold, so calm. Maybe I'm surprisingly agitated. No, dude, there's no surprise there. You just watched a woman's life leave her eyes with your hands around her throat. Like, there's no surprise there. The dark gray sky, the worn-out building, the scene reflected into his eyes seemed just like a backdrop. Maybe if he went back into the room, a young and up-and-coming comedian would burst grinning out of the shadows as the instigator of an elaborate prank. Then Punpun would say, "Geez, are you serious? Ha ha ha." That's it. A wishful thought. No, maybe it's all fake. Maybe what I just experienced maybe it was all a dream. I'm gonna go back in, it'll be okay. She goes over to her mother. Grabs the knife. You can stop. She's dead now. What's in the package? It is an Orgasmaster 5. A rabbit-style Masso Mego Vibrator. God, that thing looks painful. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the spikes on the clit attachment does not look fun to me. I mean, I don't own the parts that go with a piece of technology like this, but that doesn't seem fun. A vibrator. Huh? Ah. Erg. Ah. Ah. Okay. Huff, 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 huff. What am I watching? Also, God. Scattered with blood, snot, and tears and saliva. In shock. Ah, ah. I love you. This was meant to be. As long as you listen to me, there's nothing to worry about. Show me where you're hurt. I need you to hold it together, Aiko. The rain falls and falls. And falls and falls. They put a sheet over the corpse. And he sews her up. So she did stab her in the side. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. No, you take that bitch to a hospital. Holy shit, dog. Not with a gut wound. Jesus. I mean, as far as the story goes, this is gonna be fine. It's gonna work, but... Christ. Organ damage, y'all. There's a large knife going pretty deep into her side. There are plenty of good things right here that you do not want severed. Fuck. 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 Okay. Ah. So people were like, hey, really looking forward to the next reading, bud. There's gonna be some interesting stuff going on. Ah! Oh. Oh. I'm gonna take a break. Take a break between chapters really quick. Okay. See you sec. Bye. Okay, I've decided to grab myself a beverage. Here, stay. Okay. So we can continue. Christ almighty, I did not expect Punpun to become a killer. Why don't you find happiness with me? Unfortunately, I can't help you. What is this? Is this Midori and Yuichi? If I had taken her hand that day, my life might be completely different now. Is this... Wait, no, is that the girl? That's the young girl. Okay. Is Midori pregnant? When I was younger, I was under the illusion that if faced with two choices, you should try to pick the right one as rationally as possible. But in reality, either choice could be right, or both could be wrong. Rushing to a conclusion is a privilege of youth. But in all the hurry, did you end up setting your life on fire? I dreamt about that other life sometimes. Yuichi, who are you talking to? Faced with two choices, you should try to pick the right one as rationally as possible. But either choice could be right, or both could be wrong. Rushing to a conclusion is a privilege of youth. You don't know what will come out of your choices. A friend. Ha ha, you don't have any friends. Ha ha ha. So, have you come up with a name for the baby? I think Kametaro is good. No way, I want something cuter. How about Soara? We can use the characters for Blue Sky. How about we go with something in between and name him something like Kibo, like Hope? A friend. Haha, you don't have any friends. Wonder who he's talking to. I breezed through my learner's permit test. I'm sure I'll do great on the driver's test. Yeah, the problem is the car. Dad says if I pay for parking, he'll buy me one, but Mom, help me convince her, Ryota! Oh well, I never really expected you to. Besides, my mom says she doesn't like your bleached hair. She is really stubborn. She's super uptight and won't change her mind. So I guess for the time being, I'll just have to borrow her scooter. Oh, about tomorrow. Oh, sorry. I need to go. What the fuck? He's got a little tiny duck thing on his finger. What the fuck? No! Mom? What the fuck? Is she bleeding? What is he doing? Mom? What? It's okay. I just grazed the tip of her nose. Next time, don't worry. I will destroy it with one blow. Hurry, run! No. Mom? Mom? Come on, get a hold of yourself. No, it's too late. Never mind me, just run. Lover, it's not safe. Move away. Your mother is controlled by the blackest mark on Earth. She is, but what the fuck that means, I don't know. What? In order for us magical warriors to stabilize the discordant notes of the Akashic records, we cannot allow any more black marks on the pure river of milk. I want to give you people a future, because I have full faith in you. You can do it. You can create a new world of absolute harmony and order, a new stage where we can share all joy through the vibrations of our soul, beyond race, language, or other barriers. And this is my proposal for the common greeting of all humanity. Good vibrations. Kind of feels like an Anon mask here. I don't know why. I just get that vibe. I guess it's the goatee thing. Jesus Christ, so he's trying to bust her nose off in order to fix her? What the fuck? I'll give you money or whatever you want. Please, just leave. You must have a conscience. Just leave my daughter alone. No, that's not right. What? But the carnival doesn't stop. Pegasus, I'm very disappointed in you. I think I'm correct in saying that we are out of time, and you couldn't do it? What happened to I must do it? The annihilation of the Black Mark was a very important thesis for us. Wada. He doesn't call him by his other name. Perhaps the world is far more ordinary than I thought. What on earth is a black mark? What? We don't have time to debate. You just need to listen to me. Didn't you say the world can become more beautiful? You idiot! But I can't help but loving you. You are the closest to God, the man closest to God right now. Yes. We need to go into the universe. Lost me. During the development phase of 1953 to 1959, supply exceeded demand and output became a way to experience politics. A radical grasping ideology sped up the decline in students, and accidental infliction of injury was broadcast globally. What? I don't know if that's the inability to read, or if my brain just doesn't work, or if that just doesn't make sense. Okay. I go. The core perception of structure shows. In case it's impossible to prove West Indian, you are cursed. There was strong exclusive antipathy. Okay, she is alone at a desk. Oh, are you up? I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Were you having a bad dream? Yeah, it was a bad one. I was back in high school. Isohata, the math teacher, always used to call on me for the hardest questions. I really wanted to go to the bathroom, but it was on the other side of the lake. And then what? Oh, us talking right now isn't a dream, is it? It's real. Okay. She looks over and sees the body. Okay. What are they gonna do with it? No idea what this says, but very cute. They're going to drive it away. Holy shit. Clatter. Dig a hole in the rain. Dump the corpse. Drive away. These are all the same? Yeah, they are. I don't see any difference amongst them. I don't think we did anything wrong. The fog is really thick. Go home and resume your normal life, just like we talked about. If you want to go somewhere else, we can move when things settle down. What is normal life? It's one less person. That's all there is to it. People aren't that interested in each other, no matter what you think. Yeah, but getting away with murder is not this easy. Oh my god. And getting away with it in your own soul. Oh my god. All you have to do is go and resume what you were. My mom's friends from her cult might look for her. They're really persistent. Remember, you're a good liar. I'm not sure. Do you feel guilty? I'm sorry, Aiko, but will anyone be sad or hurt by your mother's death? And isn't that the same as never existing in the first place? Most people are a drain on society by their very existence. So this is actually a good thing. What a beautiful portrayal of the human capacity to rationalize. No, this is a good thing. This is the way it should be. Nobody actually cares about each other, and your mom was bad. It's like she didn't exist anyway. Nobody will be sad about this. It's all, this is good. 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 Oh, man. If you can't handle this, you can blame it all on me. The stabbing, the moving the body. If you play the victim, I'm sure someone will take pity on you. You do what you want. I've rescued you. That's enough for me. So, I don't care if I'm arrested and tried. Holy shit, Punpun. However, I have no interest in losing my freedom because of other people's values. Wait! Don't leave me alone. That's great, Aiko. I'm not scared of anything now. Howls of laughter. After all, that's the kind of guy I am. Celebrity capsule toys! Where are we going? I'm thinking. I'm not going back there. Low overhead clearance. I haven't seen my dad since my parents separated when I was in middle school. My mom was opposed to it, so they never divorced, and I never asked where he moved. He loved work and wasn't around much, but he used to call me sometimes. As soon as they decided to separate, he just stopped any contact. Maybe he's dead. Punpun, do you have any regrets about your family or friends? Sorry. Let's not talk about it anymore. Aiko, I've always believed... What? Everyone is better and smarter than me, and no matter who they are, they have a conscience, and no matter how nasty they are, there are extenuating circumstances. That's why I hated myself for being so wretched and pessimistic, even though I didn't really have any reason to be. But, on the other hand, the reality is that there are people who epitomize evil, spewing their selfish vulgarity all over the world, and destroying other people's lives. Alright, I gotta read that again. Everyone is better and smarter than me, and no matter who they are, they have a conscience, and no matter how nasty they are, there are extenuating circumstances. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt. So that's why I hated myself for being so wretched and pessimistic, even though I didn't really have any reason to be. Viewing everyone else as having reasons for doing what they do, but viewing yourself as being reasonless. We do that a lot, kind of in the reverse, though. We often view ourselves as being justified in our actions, and other people's actions as being a result of misinformation or stupidity or whatever. It's like, I believe what I believe because of what I believe is true, and you believe what you believe because you're an idiot. You see this in political debate all the time, right? Somebody will say, I believe that trickle-down economics works because it's true, and somebody else will, and you're an idiot if you believe that like bottom-up economics works, and you believe that because you've been fucking misaligned and brainwashed by the media, right? And it's like, okay. And then you can take the people on the exact opposite side are like, no, I believe that bottom-up economics works, and you believe in trickle-down because you've been convinced by Fox News. It's like, this is what's happened. And none of them ever actually interact with each other or like figure out each other's ideas. I hated myself for being so wretched and pessimistic, but there are people who epitomize evil. Now I think it's kind of bizarre. Why doesn't everybody kill someone? How are they all able to overlook all that? Maybe I expect too much. I have high expectations, so I'm often disappointed. The answer is simple. There aren't any decent people. Not a single one. I wish it would stop raining soon. No, this is a really easy conclusion to come to. How are they all able to overlook the evil of people in this world? That there are monsters out here. How is everybody able to go on with their lives when there are monsters out here? The answer is there aren't any decent people, not a single one. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Fuck. God. This is such a struggle because I have a thought and I don't know what it is and I can't put it into words and I can't make it manifest because my brain isn't working right. It's like having something on the tip of your tongue or knowing that your pen is near you and you can't find it. It's really truly frustrating. I'm super sorry that you're going through it, but God, you have no idea. It's so frustrating. There aren't any decent people, not a single one. An easy nihilism. Nobody matters. We're all monsters. I wish it would stop raining soon. But I did everything I could. My choice was clear. That's why I think the world should be more chaotic. Oh. Blood. We need to buy you a new shirt. I can't really follow you when you get all philosophical, but I do believe you won't leave me again. Sorry, I don't feel well. Just let me rest a little. Yeah, damn right, man. Christ. It would be utterly normal for this to hit you and cause just retching. Without none of this really matters. In order to strive for harmonious development of body and soul, the sensation enthusiastically pursues rape, assault, and marine. What? It's like, I know that this is actually baffling text, so that's good. Oh, dreaming again. I wet myself. I'll bring you something to change into. Striped shirt. Maybe we should find a hospital. One that won't ask too many questions. No, I'm okay. But Aiko, you know that no matter what, killing someone isn't okay, right? Yeah. Ah! Oh! Ah! No! Pain. God! Lights down. Punches her. I know that. I am from Nerima Prefecture, and my name is Aiko Tanaka. How? Even I know that. How did all of this happen? You know, Aiko, I remembered something. Yeah? It might be meaningless to fulfill this promise now, but... Yeah? Should we go to Kagoshima? Because of the incident the other day, my heart is swaying at 82.5 hertz. I feel like a sleeping Buddha. But what if I'm a common, ordinary person? I'm in agony. Has everything I've done up until now been useless? What was the black mark? So I've come up with 3 theories. Theory 1. The black mark is not stationary, but instead moves from person to person. Theory 2. The black mark never existed and was a delusion to legitimize my actions. Theory 3. All humans are black marks. Oh no. This is so bad. The world is melting. What? Why? Give me a good reason. Well, I don't have one. I think I've had enough of living like this. Besides, I told you I don't like cigarettes. The smell's a total giveaway. And I never said anything before, but how many guys have you brought here? Because you never pay attention to me, you jerk! You know, making excuses would have been a bit more attractive. So sad. Yeah, well, I was wrong too. I'm not really cut out for this. I'll tell my dad all about this. Why? Do what you want. Hidden camera shots of school kids in swimsuits? It was mixed with the commercial waste. I guess some pervert threw them away. Why didn't you give them to me? Once picked up an old refrigerator with a dead baby in it. They figured out who had owned the fridge and it turned into a criminal investigation. It was seriously nasty. Oh yeah, Seki, the boss is really mad at you. Beating up your girlfriend is not cool. You should get over there and apologize. Huh? What are you talking about? That's why I told you to keep your hands off the boss's daughter. If you don't take care of it, you'll get a visit from some very scary people. Hey, aren't you going to see the boss? Did he beat up his girl? What? Hey, aren't you going to see the boss? Nah, I can't be bothered. Tell him I'm moving to a tropical island so he can just shove it. Goodbye then. The reason I stuck with Trash Collection for a year is because of all the free books and magazines I got. After reading everything based on the tastes and preferences of strangers, the conclusion I've reached is extremely boring, to each his own. Maybe I should just go overseas or something. In order to move forward with this groundless conclusion, my tedious conscience rears its head and I go back to the beginning again. Wow, that looks like so much fun. Well, whatever, I need to find another job. Seki, we know you're home. You should go apologize to the boss. No point pretending not to be home. Next time we come, we'll break down the door. Ah, what a pain. Everyone is just so over the top. There's gotta be something between 1 and 100. Shit. Just keep it vague, people. Vague. Hello, Shimizu? It's Hiromi Numata. I'm sorry it's so early, but it's an emergency. Pegasus is very unhappy right now. We need to support him. I'm calling in everyone. Blip, blip, blip. Jeez, you finally picked up. Why have you been ignoring me? We got a break in the rain. It's almost summer. You aren't doing anything over summer vacation, right? Come to the Corpse Museum in Thailand with me. What? I'll talk your dad into it, and I'll cover you. I've got a job coming up. This country sucks. It's too gloomy. Let's go somewhere fun. Oh, and this is a separate issue, but can I crash with you for a while? I got involved in something. Hey, Ko! I'm off to school, and I'm going to the hospital to see Granddad on the way home tonight. Hey, say something. You kidding me? You're still hanging out with that religious fanatic? You should really stop that. I don't know what you see in it, but no good will come out of hanging with those weirdos. You just need to believe in me. I want to believe in you, Seki, but you don't want to believe in me, right? Bip. Ko, do you have your hat? No way, so cute. Mom, you're still there, right? Bye. Hello. Oh, sorry, I know you don't like cigarettes. So, how many times have you done this? We met for the first time almost a year ago. We know each other very well now. Good vibrations. Do you think chanting that would appease me? Choupette. No, Choupette. Whoa. Magical warrior of the 12-tone scale. Come make me hard. I'll do it. It's super dodgy, but I really want the money. I was sure you'd come around. I knew we were two of a kind. So, what are the details for this job where I just push a button? That's a stupid question. Pushing a button is pushing a button. You don't need to worry about what will happen after you do it. There won't be any repercussions for you. Rough. I don't want repercussions for other people either. There won't be, rest assured. What are you guys trying to do? You're not just a melodica club, are you? Don't drag Shimizu too far into it. Oh, you mean Choupette? I admire you for looking out for your friend, but unfortunately it's his decision. We don't force anyone. First time I met Toshiki Hoshikawa, aka Pegasus, we were in college. As I said before, he had a mysterious talent for predicting the future. He couldn't do predictions on request, but the things he did foresee were, as far as I know, 100% accurate. There was a time when I thought that the world could just go to hell. But being part of this band made me realize something. There's no such thing as a useless person. An infinite number of harmonies are produced by joining together the characteristics of the 12-note scale. The harmony. You taught me that. I thought I had a responsibility to make people recognize his powers, because what he was doing and what he had to say were being ridiculed. I wonder who's the idiot. Morons only speak what they believe. He said he could analyze the music he heard in his dreams and predict the future. In his view of the universe, everything that happens in the past and the future, from beginning to end, is all written as scales on a vast cylinder called the Akashic Records, an endlessly huge music box. That's an apt description of the universe. And currently, that music box is playing a supremely unstable melody. And on July 7th, due to a violent dissonance, this melody will finally be completely destroyed. Disordered vibration. The moment the Pegasus calls the promised hopelessness. You're so kind that you even forgave the black mark. That's right, we should be able to get along better. As long as we don't forget these feelings, the world will shine forever. He described it as a one-eyed dharma falling from the sky. What that means, I don't know. A large-scale disaster or social unrest, whatever it is, it will be a huge tragedy that will forever mark the history of mankind. After years of studying how to stabilize the dissonance, he came upon a way to etch a different melody into the Akashic record in order to adjust the discordant tones. That melody matches the song I Would Give You Anything. I've lost 10 pounds just like you said I would, but I don't think it's because of your prediction. I want more people to know that if you can put your mind to it, you can do anything. That is why the Pegasus Concerto performs every day, over and over again, toward the universe. Of course, it's for the future of mankind. It's hard going, but he is a very gentle man. Pegasus, I have something to tell you. We got married. I don't know how it all happened, but I want you to know we got together thanks to you, Pegasus. I understand what you're saying about your friend, so what do you want to do? I really want everyone to understand how fabulous his predictive powers are. But your friend wants to save the world, right? If he does, then his prediction doesn't come true. But you want to make his prediction known to the world. Isn't there an inherent contradiction in that? Holy shit, Big Bro Mufu wants the world to be destroyed so that Pegasus is viewed as true. No, as he says, on July 7th, a large disaster will befall us all. That's been established, which is exactly what I want. As long as Pegasus doesn't say anything to contradict that. Basically, we can't let him make any more predictions. Whoa, they're gonna kill him. Give me a break, dude. You're the coolest guy in the world. My buddy from Kansas said Pegasus should fly. I want him to be famous. His splendid forgiveness, his overly benevolent spirit, and his helplessness. Don't you think it's beautiful? July 7th. While people sleep with their ordinary hopes and fears for tomorrow, facing absolute desolation, they will remember Pegasus's countenance. At that very moment, everyone will acknowledge this world was one monumental gag manga. I don't believe you're such an indecisive bastard. History has always been a series of coincidences and mysteries, and I want to ride this new wave. Pegasus's brother said, my brother has always wanted to save people from a disaster. The Sagamihara Triangle incident. Okay, the Sagamihara Triangle incident. I've always thought it was a childish prank. So I'm just going to tell you, I just skimmed ahead like 20 pages, and this chapter doesn't end, and I am having trouble parsing words more as I go on. So I'm going to find a place to kind of stop, and then we're going to stop. I have to. I'm sorry. I've always thought it was a childish prank. As far as I know, he doesn't have that kind of power. The only thing he can do is make predictions. He can't change the outcomes. And I told you, I won't let him make any more predictions. So basically, you're betraying your friends. That's right. I'm an asshole. Do you hate people like me? It's more basic than that. I wonder if you're even sane. Good vibrations. That's not a bad answer. I see it clearly now. We should minimize our infrastructure and adapt to more inconvenience. By sacrificing freedom, we can achieve a truly ordered and disciplined society. The times are a tailwind for our children's future. You should save the lovers. But I'm butting in to say I agree. I'm a realist. The occult is not my thing. I don't feel any regrets for this terminal society. Do you believe in God? As in the existence of an intelligent creator? No way. You're right. But people need something to believe in. Here's your advance, Choo-Choo. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm having more and more trouble parsing text. And it feels like as this chapter has become more complicated and more text heavy, I'm having a lot more trouble getting through it. So, I will also say, holy shit, a lot happened! Punpun is a killer. Aiko and Punpun are on the run. They don't know where to go or what to do. Pegasus, his whole idea about this falling Dharma and the July 7th incident is coming to the fore. And Big Bro Mufu wants to betray him to support him. Everything has gotten supremely complicated, and that's fascinating. So here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to do. Having read through this chapter, by next week, I am going to reread this whole portion, because I know that as day goes on, I'm going to become more capable of parsing this text, and my brain is going to go back to normal function more. I'm going to reread this entire chapter, and I might do some of that on screen to talk through parts of it to you, because I know that my discussion has been subpar for this episode. I know it, but that's the nature of the beast, and I cannot do better right now. I'm really trying my hardest. So, thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm sorry that this one hasn't been ideal, and I will endeavor to do everything I can to avoid this ever happening in the future, and take better care of my brain. Thank you so much for reading. I'm going to stop here. This is Oyasumi Punpun. Whoa, what a start to a volume. Jesus fucking Christ. really look forward to actually reading this again and coming up with some of the I just know that there are things that I've gone through in this chunk that I could not verbalize, and it feels awful. So thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for more. Peace.